going on, guys? It is James Plays, and I'm extremely excited for this episode because this is our first recap video. This is going to be uploaded, and it's going to be in the cities, like the city playlist, and it's also going to be in the city tours playlist. Basically, every 30 episodes, I want to do a recap of everything we've done so far. So, let's just start out. We've got 4 ginormous plots completed. We're working on our 5th plot over here in the corner. We're expanding the roads out to here, and we've expanded the roads in the north and on the west, I believe, northeast, south. Yep. And then we've started on the south. We have not started it on the east. That's basically all for roads. Now except for highways, of course. We have 2 highways going across this part of the city. This one is going that way. I believe it goes under this road, but not under that far plot yet. Yep, and then on this side, it does not go past the road over there, on the far end. This plot, or this highway is doing the same thing, but on this side and that far road over there. And we've completed the intersection between the highways. All that we need to do before this whole area of the highways is done is add an exit, a ramp, an exit ramp from this onto this highway, and an exit ramp from this onto this highway right over there. Then we're pretty much good with this. Okay, so that's the roads. Now let's talk about build. And we've also done the entrances and exits to the top of the roads on both sides for both highways. Okay, now let's talk about the buildings. The first building that we built together, the Twin Horizons Hotel. And this building is gonna forever be a very nice looking building. It's gonna be a very good building, and it's gonna be a memory because it's the first building that we've actually built and completed together on this world. We completed that pretty early on because this was one of the only buildings in the city. Built it from the ground up on camera. Copied a couple of those floors in the middle, but that's pretty much it. Over here we have the taco shell bar and grill on the first 3 floors, and the taco shell apartments on the 4th, 5th, and 6th floors. Apartment 1, Apartment 2, and Apartment 3. And that's this building was, we started this building before I started recording the world and posting it to YouTube. And all in all, this building has gone through many phases. I once thought that this building was going to be a furniture store, but that did not quite work out. This building has been a pain, but now it's done, and we never have to deal with it ever again. You can kind of look in to each of the rooms, and it just looks good. I like the way that these apartments turned out, even though I built the building fairly poorly. It had a poor design, but I am enjoying how this looked. The next building that we've built on this city was one that we started when we first streamed on Twitch, and this is the Fish Fish fancy restaurant. It is a very fancy seafood restaurant, very high class, very modern, very sleek, and it has a nice elevator so you can get to the bar area, and then the 3rd floor is the kitchens. We're going to continue expanding this building upward as the series goes on. I have not worked on it fairly recently. The last thing we did was make the kitchen, and that was an episode maybe 2 weeks ago. The next building is the is the bank, of course. The bank, we've built on streams, we've built in episodes, and last night's stream, I did not finish this, but I finished this building right here. I finished this morning, and I like it. I think that the building is very good, and I'm excited to start doing new episodes, expanding this building further up, getting into the higher-ups offices, and just making it that much more complete. The next building, or buildings I should say, that we've been working on is the hospital. Now, I have been working on this a bit off camera since the stream last night. I finished this cafeteria. I just put down the floor and put tables there. Basically what I did over there, but over here. I completely changed these floors over here, except for the entranceways on both sides, to oak wood planks, and I haven't changed anything in the patients' rooms yet. I don't know what these are going to be. These are a little smaller, but yeah, I just had to put a room there so there wasn't a giant open space. On this side, we've done the walls, we've done the floors, and soon, in one of the next coming episodes, we're going to be working on the patient rooms, and I just noticed something that makes me very, very sad that I didn't notice it earlier, and it is this blue wall that is not complete. So we're just going to quickly finish this off. It's not huge, not a huge thing, just a second, and there we go. We are almost done, and yeah, that's pretty much all the building that we're going to be doing this episode. The next thing that we're going to be doing these in some point in the future as well, working on these buildings or these rooms over here, and just starting to do the patient rooms. We can copy and paste those all around during the stream sometime. And the final building that we've been working on this whole time is the high-rise apartments. We haven't been working on this as much as we have the other buildings, because I've been really wanting to get the taco shell done and the walls of the bank completed. But this building is looking good so far. I like its weird nether and quartz theme. I think that it'll help it stand out from the city. Not the quartz, but like the nether. I'm feeling eventually that we're going to start needing to expand the kinds of materials that we're using to make our buildings besides quartz. And this is one of the first of hopefully many interesting looking buildings on the city that we build on camera. Now, I want to give you a plan for what we're going to be doing with the rest of the world. Okay, so in this area, in all four of in this one mostly, because the other ones are not really designed for it, we are going to have a ginormous parking garage in the middle. We are going to put a ring of buildings around the outside, as we're doing here, and you've been noticing that there's a bunch of space in this area. Once we fill in this whole thing with buildings, what are we going to do with this? Well, every city needs parking, so what I was thinking is maybe doing something nice behind these buildings, like maybe a garden or something, something that just worked and made the buildings work very well. And then we're going to put a ginormous parking garage in the middle so that people have a place to park, because that is one ginormous problem with cities. And our cities, as you can see, do not have side parking. You can't park on the side, on the curb, because of the way we design the streets. So you got to park somewhere, and that is where it's going to go. Next is what we want to do with these parts. Right here we have the hospital. It's going to be fairly tall, maybe probably about the height of this, at least average height this. Some parts a bit shorter, some parts a bit taller than the taco shell, but we're going to make this a state-of-the-art hospital, and it is going to be one of the major highlights of this part of the city. We are going to basically make a lot of skyscrapers and fill them and do stuff with them. So I was thinking like a tech company building would be very good in one of these little plots. Other stuff kind of like that. Leave comments if you have a great idea for a building. And that's pretty much what we're going to be doing with this world. When we expand it, we're going to have huge blocks like this, right? So we're going to have a total of 16 blocks in this middle world. They're all going to be filled with skyscrapers, and it's all going to be very nice. Now, next, that covers the world that we're in. Right now, it covers this one. There's going to be 16 blocks, as you can see. A good few of them are done. A good few of them are not yet completed. So that's what we're going to do for this middle world. And after we finish this middle map, we have 24 other maps to be doing. So I definitely am going to want to do this as quick as I can so I can start terraforming the exterior areas of this place. We want to finish up these roads and these blocks so we can start terraforming, making lots of hills, grassy areas, so then we can start making many residential areas, like with big estates and mansions, and other fun stuff like that. And I just cannot wait for everything that we're going to be doing in this world. The monorail is another huge thing that we're going to be doing. It's going to be like a subway, but over the streets. I think that would be extremely good. They're going to be right above these lampposts so that the streets can be running day in and day out, even when there is no stuff. So what I'm going to do is quickly kind of like simulate what the streets might look like while you're driving on them, and they would look something like this, illuminated by the street lights above and the building's windows glowing next to it. They're going to be kind of dark, but there's definitely going to be light. Like on the side, it's going to be very interesting. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out. We might have to change some stuff, put some lights in the ground here. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to do with this city. That's the recap. I'm going to be doing a tour of this building probably later. I do want to get a building episode in before I do 2 tours in a row, because I feel like that is not the greatest thing for people to watch tour after tour after tour. I feel like people should watch me build if they want to watch me build. So that's pretty much going to be it for this episode. I'm sorry there wasn't a whole lot of building other than that wall right there. But I feel like it's important for people who don't have time to watch the series to be able to know what we're doing, how we're doing it, and what the plans are for the future. So by the next episode 30, I would like to have at least the first floor of the hospital completely done, and we're finish the bank. Be pretty far done with this building, maybe not completely done, and I want to be working on a bunch of different buildings around this area, maybe move away from this block to here, or even down there. Yeah, I'm extremely excited for this series and how it's going to keep going and change throughout how it's going. And I hope you are too. I hope you stick around to watch the city grow and change and thrive. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're still here, like, comment if you have a comment to help me improve my commentating, add buildings. Like, oh, I want to see a ginormous pet store. I can do that. I want to see blah blah blah. Whatever. you guys come up with ideas. We still need to name the city. I think that for episode 50, we can have a special episode where we have the city be named and branded. I think that'll be a good episode 50 for this series. And we're more than halfway there, guys. We are 30 episodes into the series. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching this series, if you are watching it. And I want to say thank you for enjoying. Like if you enjoyed the video. Comment to do all the stuff that I just said with commenting. And subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this, or you want to actually see me build a lot of the city. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been James Plays, and I will see you guys in the next video.